Hello, welcome to the channel and thanks for joining me. Today we're going to take a very quick look at this JVC RC-250LB. Quite a popular little unit, this one. It's really well made, surprisingly heavy and solid for its size. It's only mono, but it's a radio cassette recorder. You've got your simple little selector switch on the top, your tape, long wave, medium wave and FM for your radio. Two potentiometers, just one master one for your tone and one master volume just there. But this one's particularly clean. I haven't got one in my personal collection. I do restore and refurbish and service a lot of these little units. They're very popular, relatively inexpensive, but great sounding little portable units for the kitchen or the bedroom or what have you. And as I say, I've not got one for my own collection anymore, so I thought I'd just give this one a quick service before I put it away for a while. And all we're going to do today is clean the heads, the capstan, the pinch roller. We'll put a new belt on there, which I've got. And here's the cotton tips and some alcohol for the internal cleaning. We'll clean the pots as well, as I say, and perhaps just check the speed as well. I've got a calibration tape, but you can just use YouTube or something like that and play the tape along with whatever you've got there, just to check if it's roughly the same speed or not. But I'll just show you how to adjust the speed if you need to. Anyway, like I say, just a simple quick one today. I was just going to go ahead and service this on my own, but I thought I'd just share it with you. So first thing we'll do then, super quick, get the 4 screws out of the back. I'm going to remove the battery cover as well. You'll find that the foam's perished by now, so I'll scrape that into the bin separately in a while. Right, so we just gently remove the back cover and there'll be an antenna cable just connected onto the radio board there. So I'll just unclip that. You'll see there, it just clips onto the back of the board. So, right, there we go, that can come away. It's got the handle built into the side there. So, nothing else to worry about on the back casing. So on the inside then, very simple this. We're just going to drop a little bit of alcohol into the potentiometers for the tone and the volume, like so, and work those to their full extent. Just helps clean up any sort of dust or dirt or corrosion. Don't use a switch cleaner if you can help it for the potentiometers. If you're going to use sort of contact cleaner and things, yeah, don't use them on the potentiometers because they've got carbon tracks and you're more likely to do damage. But for mechanical contacts, such as this switch, that's absolutely fine. I also use a little bit of lubrication as well. Just a tiny bit. And the record play bar. This is the little switch that changes the signal between playing and recording, and it's not been used for a while, I'm sure. So as before, we'll just give that a clean and a lube, like so. Marvellous. Right, next thing I want to do then is replace the belt, and to that end we'll get the screws out from the actual cassette unit, of which there are 4. Now you don't need to do that just yet, but I'm working ahead of myself slightly. First thing I'm going to do is put the belt on, and you can actually sneak it out on this one by removing the little screw just there. And be mindful of this spring and washer underneath. Like so, don't lose those. And then you'll find that the belt can actually be snuck out from underneath, like so. There's the old one out, and then here's the new one. Just make sure you've got no oils or greases, especially if you've been lubricating switches and stuff like that. I'm just gently going to squeeze this one back underneath so far, like so. I'm not actually going to put it on properly just yet, for the simple reason that it gets in the way when you're trying to put the spring back in here. So I'm just going to compress that down with some tweezers, put the washer, spring and screw back into place down on here. Might take a little moment, can be a bit fiddly. And once the washer and the screws in, we can screw the thrust plate back down again. And refit the belt. And just check there's no kinks or turns in it. And then we'll just check the thrust movement on the back of the flywheel. Around about 1/10 of a millimetre is what we're looking for. There we go. Not so much that it's rattling too loose, but enough so it's held in position. Also, before we put it all back together, I am going to put a little drop of lacquer on it as well, just to stop that from vibrating loose with time. Right, okay, so the next job then is we want to just get the cassette mech out to clean the other side. So I'm going to press the eject button, carefully tease this away. Just going to give myself a bit of breathing room there with the leaf switch contacts. That's better. And we'll carefully just turn that over. I'm just going to protect the circuit board with some cloth whilst I just bring this back into frame for you guys. And here we go. So now we're in a position where we can access the heads and clean everything this side. So we're just going to carefully do that now. Much better access by doing it this way. And the recording head alone, you can see, has already got some ferrite off of that. The flywheel itself was spinning quite nicely. There was no need to remove all of the whole cage and get the flywheel out and re-oil it or anything like that. And I've got to say, the pinch roller feels quite supple as well. There's no need to replace that either. It's also surprisingly clean. So I'm just going to make sure I've covered all of it. Use some alcohol, clean that up, clean off any dust as well. It's not too bad, to be honest. Lovely. Good stuff. Okay, now we're in a position to test the tape. Just check it works okay. I'll just put some tunes on a minute. And I've just hooked up some auxiliary power, so here we go. Okay, plays good. Rewind and fast forward are strong. If you hear any sort of rubbing there, it's just the belt. Right, good stuff. Okay. Yeah, that's just the belt catched on the edge of the casing, so be mindful of that. Alrighty, so what I'm just going to do, just out of interest, is find myself a pilot signal just here. So I'm going to go to YouTube and find a 3 kHz pilot signal. And you can see just a 3 kHz sine wave. Just line that up on YouTube. I happen to have a tape here that's got 3 kHz on it already. and we're just a tiny bit slow. And I'm just going to adjust the motor here. There we go. You could probably hear the slight phasing there. So basically what I've done though is essentially got a 3 kHz tone that I've played alongside a 3 kHz on the actual tape. And then if you need to adjust it at all, literally just a small screwdriver into the motor there, tiny little tweak as required, job done. Magic. There we go. Well, everything else is okay. I've disconnected the auxiliary power supply, so I'm just going to gently put this back in from whence it came. Like so. Perfect. Good. And we just tuck our cables back together like so. Screw it back in. And on this particular one, not forgetting the little earthing tag. There we go. And I just want to check the belt's running okay. Right, so there's no twists in the belt. That's running nicely. There we go. Good stuff. Okay, cables are tucked away. Record play bar actuator is in place. Everything's nice. Good stuff. So now we'll just get the back cover on. Reconnect the antenna cable to the board. And screw the back casing on. And a quick power up test. I'll turn the lights off just to make sure the radio's working okay.
Up again. This is hot.
Yep, happy with that. Radio's okay. The lights back on. And we'll get a tape in there. Nice. Rewind. Sorry, fast forward. Rewind. Play. Good stuff. Eject. All good. Alright, all that remains then is to give this a bit of a deep clean and a polish, and we'll have a quick reveal. So here it is then, the JVC RC-250LB. A really short and sweet video, but it is only a short and sweet little radio. Very easy to work on, as you can see, and to be honest, I don't think there are many units that are easier to work on than this. The belt's really easy to get to, the switches and pots are easy to clean, and as you can see, it didn't take long at all. Sometimes it can take a bit longer, of course, if the switches are particularly dirty or the pinch roller's got a lot of ferrite on it, but you get the idea. And there are other small units like this as well, so if you've got a little mono radio cassette player for your kitchen or what have you, and you want to give it a quick service, then this could be a useful guide for you. I've also got some much bigger and more intricate boom boxes as well on the channel, so do check out some of my other videos. We'll have a quick listen to this one though, just to make sure everything's tickety-boo. And we'll fast forward it, rewind, and play. Come to the end of the track, evidently. Another one should start any second. There it is. Marvellous. And we'll just have a quick listen to the radio as well. And I've just killed the LED light so we don't get any interference with the FM. Let's get this radio on then.
Associated with us, either train.
Touch your body, I know not everybody. Her lips, I could kiss them.
So you could hear just how many stations there were on the radio. It's a lovely little unit this. Handy for the kitchen, the bedroom, wherever you like really. Portable too, only uses a few batteries as well. So there we go, the RC-250LB. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.